It's almost time to flip the calendar to a new year. For some, a new year filled with resolutions. But before you do, Michael Schlesinger is with professionals helping people achieve positive, lasting change.
Bad habits are hard to break.
Yes, they are.
But you can do them.
Yes. So I'll try again.
Stop smoking is what this woman wants for a new year. But she knows she's up against hurdles, many times with herself.
Small steps, they say.
That's it.
You're more likely to stick with quitting smoking the 10th time than you were the first time, because it just adds up. It just compiles, and you just keep putting in that vote. Eventually your body and your mind come together and you're like, oh, I really don't want to do this.
These are the words and beliefs of head coach and professional speaker Joshua Janis. He founded his own company, My Odyssey, stressing good habit forming behavior.
If you feel something that you would want to change, and you're able to listen to yourself, because a lot of us don't really listen to ourselves. If you're able to listen to yourself and you feel that that's something that you would not like to be doing, then I would say it's a bad habit. Is smoking a bad habit? Well, it depends how much value you get out of smoking. Maybe, you know that it can cause cancer and you know that it's unhealthy for you, but also there's a social aspect to it. There's, perhaps you enjoy it more than shortening your life, because it's not as clear-cut as you might think.
Janis says our habits, good or bad, make up half our day, and in turn, half our overall life. He insists for us to thrive, we have to be aware of how we live and make changes accordingly.
Start with something small. Start with a micro habit. And remember that equation, that cue, craving, routine, reward.
We want a simple, easy, measurable, time sensitive. Get back to those smart basics.
Professional counselor at Ascension, Wisconsin, Teresa Trenier, takes a cue from a behavioral model from the 1980s in terms of living the genuine life you really want.
So instead of saying, I want to be healthy or I want to get in shape, you're going to add something like, I'm going to add 5 minutes a day to my walk after work, or I'm going to add spinach to my shake every morning for the next 7 days. Something very specific that you're going to do in a time-sensitive way. You're much more likely to stick through with that.
Trenier adds you need a support system to achieve your goals.
Rally your supports. If you're trying to walk more, get your coworkers to go after lunch with you. Get your partner to take a bike ride with you once a week. Encourage people who can do that resolution that are on board with you to give you some of that support.
She also contends if you create and build good traits and make them last over 30 days, chances are you're on your way.
They're all around us, so they're hard to sustain.
Dr. Simon Bronner, Dean of College of General Studies at UW-Milwaukee in Waukesha, says it's no coincidence the number 30 keeps being mentioned. It's not really arbitrary. Instead, he tells me, it's more like a societal standard.
3 is a standard of harmony, and some people will use 4. They'll say 4 weeks because 4 is more than enough, and we have biblical roots for that as well, with 40 and 30 and so forth. We say ready, set, go. Again, that's 3, and you learn your ABCs and so forth. So that in itself is based on a cultural standard.
While Dean Bronner says society can be a good guide for making changes within ourselves, he advises to ultimately make them for us and not someone else.
If you are making goals based upon the standards of others, you're never going to feel as if you're adequate. But if you make goals because now suddenly when you wake up in the morning, you feel better, or you're looking in the mirror and you say you've got more energy, that's going to be affirming.
What's the one thing that we all could improve on if you had to pick one thing?
I would say gratitude would be, if everybody was grateful every day, a lot of stress and a lot of people's bad habits would kind of melt away.
And hopefully replaced with better ones.
I have to go out and make it happen, or it doesn't happen. Kind of jumpstart your year and try to see if you can get where you want to be.